All right, a few notable posts on the David Pakman Show subreddit. Now, here I'm not selling you anything. Many times I am selling you things. Here I'm not. You can go to davidpakman.com/Reddit, where nearly 34,000 of our viewers and listeners have subscribed for free. And you can post about the show. You can talk to other viewers and listeners about what's in the news. There's some things you're not allowed to do because it's a little bit over the line, but there's a lot of things you can do at davidpakman.com/Reddit. One user posted, "On the scene correspondence has been my favorite addition to the David Pakman Show. Seriously, David, it's incredibly entertaining, but also wildly useful to get real feedback from these events. I don't know if Josh or Luke wind up being recurring correspondents, but I loved watching them. Maybe one of the larger events you or Pat could get out in the field too. There'd be some security concerns. Keep this kind of segment going." Yeah, the point is taken. The feedback to having two people on the ground in Conroe, Texas for the rally was fantastic. And the incredible thing is, because you all are everywhere, all over the country, it is very clear that if there's another Trump rally in, Tulsa, Oklahoma, maybe, or wherever, or if there is I don't know, an anti-vaccine protest in wherever, I think that we now have the audience size where I can say, hey, anybody in Berkeley, California, or wherever will pay you to go and interview people at these events. We don't have to fly people around. We don't need, all these different things. And we can basically just take the money because we want to compensate these people for their time. That's the appropriate thing to do, as we did with the Texas rally. And we can say, well, because you're already there, the money goes for your time rather than having to put money into expenses. I think it's absolutely fantastic. We're going to keep trying to do it. And the one thing is we need to know about the events early enough. It's hard to say, hey, can you go tomorrow? So in terms of Trump rallies right now, we're not seeing anything else on Trump's calendar. And we will see. But one of the most valuable things is when right-wing media starts some new story, whether it's about Fauci or Biden or whatever, by having these correspondents on the ground, we can immediately see whether it's gotten to the Trumpists and whether they're aware of it and how they're interpreting the new talking point. So it's a fantastic thing, and we are going to keep doing it. Okay, another post on the subreddit. David should get in contact with Carhartt about being their spokesman. And there's absolutely I described. So Carhartt is a brand that has announced their employees are required to be vaccinated. And it's sort of a right-wing associated brand. Now, I don't know that I want to say ignorantly, but I was having trouble describing what Carhartt is. And I said Carhartt is a popular clothing brand for people who are out doing work, chainsaws, and whatever. I meant that it is a brand of clothing that I believe also has, it's not only warm, but it has like protective elements where I think the material is such that it has some protection if you regularly work with sharp objects. I don't know. Anyway, so someone made a funny image of Carhartt for people out doing work, chainsaws, and whatever. But in all seriousness, Carhartt is not unique. There are tons of companies that require their employees to be vaccinated. And I think the reason that the Carhartt vaccine requirement triggered so many people is that there is heavy association between Carhartt and sort of working alpha right-wing male ideology. But Carhartt's doing it. Carhartt has said you got to be vaccinated. And a lot of right-wingers now burning their Carhartt clothing. Although what's funny is I think there are Carhartt items that are flame retardant because of what they're designed for. So it was actually a problem. It was difficult to actually burn it, which just makes it all the more funny. Join the discussion at davidpakman.com/Reddit.